Okay, workout for today is called Sneaky Sevens. You're going to do 7 rounds of 7 box jumps or jumping squats or step ups, 7 power cleans or muscle cleans, 7 V-snaps or sit-ups or toes to bar if you do have a bar and you want to use that, 7 weighted squats of some sort, 7 burpees, 7 push press or even strict press, and then 7 rows or ring rows or pull-ups if you have that option. It's a 25-minute time cap. Getting all this work done in 25 minutes is going to be tough. So if you want to try to complete the work, you could adjust this to 6 rounds and 6 of everything, or even another option is 5 rounds of 5 of everything, depending on how much time you have. Or you can just treat it as a 25-minute AMRAP and see how far you can get, or maybe you'll get it done. I did not. Okay. And then your mobility at the end is that kneeling quad stretch and that supine overhead stretch that there's a video for. Okay, so warm up for today. You're going to do 2 minutes on your machine. Once you're done your machine, we're going to do just a little bit of a flow before we warm up and do a round of basically of all the movements. So your flow is going to be as such. You're going to start in tabletop, digging those toes in, reaching up and back for down dog, chest towards those feet, pedal those heels about 5 times. And then you're going to step one leg through. Okay, hands inside the leg, let those hips drop forward. You can drop the knee if you'd like. And you're going to bring that hand closest to that front foot. Bring that elbow down towards that hand. Turn, reach, and rotate. And then grab that toe, push the butt back. Again, you can keep the knee down or stay tall like I am. And then from here, we're going to step back into a plank and then drop those hips, shoulder back and down for up dog. Take a nice breath here. Dig those toes in, press down to down dog. Do that again, reaching those chest towards those feet. Dropping one heel in at a time. And then bringing that other heel or other foot forward. Almost stepped on Finn's nose. Again, you're going to do that reach on this side. So elbow to foot, turn and rotate towards that knee. Grab that toe, push the butt back. And then you're going to step back into plank, drop into up dog, shoulders back and down. And you can repeat that 2 or 3 times. Make sure you do it at least twice. Once you're done that, so into our movement. So I want you to basically do 1 full round. Okay, do 7, even if you're only doing 5s or 6s. Okay, do 7 as your warm-up round. So box jumps, 2-footed hop. I'm going to use this itty-bitty box here because of my knee. So 2-footed hop, make sure your heels come all the way on. You finish your jump, stand up, and then come back down. Like I said, if jumping's not okay for you, then we can change this into step up. So driving to that heel, standing all the way up. If you are doing step ups, let's do 8, or make sure it's an even number. So you're going to do the even on each side for this workout. Or again, if you don't want to do that, or if you don't have anything to do that, then you're going to do a jump squat. So just squatting as deep as you can, nice and tall, and then a little hop at the top. Okay, and repeat that 7 times. Okay. Then power clean. So you can use dumbbells or a barbell today. I'm going to show you with dumbbells, but the barbell just means that you're going to be in front with your movements and making sure that that bar stays nice and close to you. Okay. So I know most people are going to use dumbbells. Feet are going to be underneath our hips. It'd be a good idea to warm up doing just a few deadlifts. So just driving, coming about mid-shin, driving to our heels to the ground and squeezing our butt. So I would do 5 to 7 deadlifts first. And then once you're done that, you're just going to squeeze that butt a little bit more, a little bit faster when you get past those knees. Jump it to the shoulders. Just sit into a little bit of a squat, but you don't have to go all the way down. Stand up, reset, come back down. Okay, so mid-shin, sole of the knee, jump when you get past the knee, elbows forward, and stand. Okay, make sure when you're doing this, you're fully squeezing your hips before you get underneath those dumbbells. Okay, if that's a little hard on your knee, okay, that snapping movement or that jumping movement, then you can do the same thing. You're just not going to leave the ground. Okay, so a muscle clean, you're going to squeeze that butt and then just drive and shrug them to your shoulders. Okay, so one more time, squeeze and drive. Okay, so like I said, a full round of that at least, even with those deadlifts. And then we're coming down to V-snaps or sit-ups. So on the ground, move around Finn. So sit-ups, use your ab mat, come all the way down, head or shoulders touch, come all the way up so your hips are in front of your shoulders are in front of your hips, okay? That's option one. Option two would be a bent knee V-step, so hands overhead, legs extended. You're going to really fastly bring your knees into your chest, reach for your heels, and then come back down. So it's a little bit of a timing thing. One more time, okay? Or you can straighten your legs a little bit more and try to meet your hands and your feet in the middle of your body. So again, snap, all the way up, and back down. Okay, take your time with these. Don't try to do them super fast. Take that timing and finish it in the middle and then come back down, okay? Then once you are done that weighted squat, if you have knee issues right now that you're working through, your option would be, instead of doing squats, glute bridges or leg issues, whatever it is. So glute bridges, taking one of your dumbbells or a weight of some sort, bringing your feet about shoulder width, about a foot length away from your butt. Squeeze your butt, drive through the heels, come up as high as you can, hold for just a second, and then back down. Okay, so you would do 7 of those hip bridges. Or if you're going to do the squats, you can hold weight as a goblet, or I would prefer holding 2 dumbbells on my shoulders and just sort of let them relax on the shoulders. They can even come back, and then heels about shoulder width. You're going to sit back and down as far as you can and then drive up, okay? Make sure you're bracing your core when you're doing this, even though it's not going to be the heaviest weight. Make sure you come all the way down and all the way up as deep as you can. Next one's burpees, everyone's favorite. So you can always do the elevated burpee version if that's what you normally do. You can do an elevated and a push-up version, or you can come to the ground and do either of those as well, okay? So when you're all the way down, when you're jumping, you can either just do like regular burpees, jumping up, or if you wanted to do the lateral version, you can use an imaginary line or your dumbbell, and instead of jumping up, you would jump sideways, okay? So that's an option. After burpees is push press, or like I said, strict press is an option. That's what I did today, so it was easier on my knee. So strict press would just be squeezing everything from the belly button down, feet underneath your hips, dumbbells on the shoulders, and then making sure everything's tight, pressing up overhead to my best overhead position, and back down, okay? Or you're going to do the push press. Remember, push press, we're staying nice and tall, shoulders stay over our hips. We're going to squeeze our butt first, and then drive them off our shoulders, okay? So flow that together a little bit better than I just did, but dip, squeeze, drive. Okay, make sure you're staying nice and tall on that dip and you're not letting your chest come forward. And then the last movement is rows. So like I said, if you have pull-ups or ring rows, you can use those. Most of us will be doing a bent over row. So we've done lots of these, but feet underneath your hips. You're going to push that butt back. Let that chest come about parallel to the ground if you can. Make sure your belly stays nice and big, okay, and you feel your hamstrings and not your back holding you up. You're not rounding. And then arms should be able to hang and extend, okay? Squeeze those armpits, elbows tight, row to your end range without the shoulders coming into the ears, and do 7 of those. You'll be warm by the time you're done that. As far as what you're going to use for weight, use something, I would say a moderate weight. Use something that you could do the sets unbroken, but that you have to take a little bit of a breather and a rest before you start and after you end. So breathing and resting a little bit in between, but something that you can keep rotating at a decent pace, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Don't forget to do your mobility at the end, and have fun. Bye, guys.